おりゃ
problem.
Behold the art of Bushinryu. 身全部逆トゥヤ無心全部逆トゥヤいざトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤいざトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤいざトゥヤいざトゥヤゴーズアウトトゥヤトゥヤいやトゥヤいざトゥヤトゥヤ無心全部逆トゥヤいざトゥヤトゥヤいざトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤトゥヤ Time has come. Iya! Tuya! Iza! Iya! Iya! Tuya! Iza! Iya! Tuya! Iya! Tuya! Iya! Tuya! Iya! Tuya! Iya! Tuya! Horizontal! Tuya! Iya! Iya! Tuya! Tuya! Iza! Iza! Horizontal! Tuya! 無心全部逆 Tuya! Tuya! Iza! Tuya! Iya! Iya! Iza! 無心 Tuya! Iza! 無心 Iya! Tuya! Iya! Iza! Tuya! 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 Iya! Tuya! Iza! Iya! Iya! Tuya! 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 Iza! 無心全部逆 Tuya!
Alright, KOF Allstar should be starting up in about 5 minutes. So I'm gonna switch over.
Iya!
Wonder if it's gonna crash. Is KOF popular enough to have a trademark shitty online game launch? Well, looks like it. There's your answer. Every online game is like never playable right away. Something happening? Nope. This is like a speedrunning stream now. It's like the same 30 seconds of a game over and over. I like all this garbage they try to get you to play at the bottom. They're all like barely even Flash game quality. You must pay a lot to be down there. It actually slows down my computer when it downloads that shit. I wish I could turn that off. Like, I don't care about whatever loot box Flash game they're trying to get me to play. Alright, I'm just gonna wait for 4 minutes. If I have to see those little net marble gremlins one more time, I'm gonna snap. Alright, let's try again. Nope. So they have one person who I assume is from Brazil, and he's got like 260 people watching, and nobody else is streaming right now. I'm kind of like, I don't know how well this is going to do. I think a lot of people that already wanted to play this game are already played it in Japanese, myself included. I've heard some stuff about how like Netmarble. I don't know anything about mobile games, but apparently Netmarble doesn't have the best track record with global releases of their like Asian games. I would just like to play this in English and not have to translate everything every 2 seconds. I didn't put that much money into the Japanese one, but I hope this will be managed well. The game just crashed, I guess. Wow. I didn't think KOF was popular enough to like actually have this kind of problem. I mean, every online launch has this problem, but I didn't think KOF, for whatever reason, would have it as an issue. This is like watching an optimized 10-minute speedrun stream where like a single mistake in the first 30 seconds is warranting a reset. How many times have I done this now? I could just play the Japanese version. Well, someone said to try reinstalling, so if this doesn't work, I'll re-download it. I have fast internet, so it won't be an issue. Yeah, I'll go ahead and try that. I don't know how to uninstall something though. Got more people watching me install this halfway decent mobile game than I do when I actually am playing something. I hope this works. I just want to check out like how far they are along in content and see. So I have a pretty decent Japanese account for this, but I also only started playing like back in July, so I missed a lot of the really broken characters. So it'd be nice to have a chance to get all that stuff. Whatever. Just let me play the game, please. Sup, Soletta. Skip all the talking, please. Blah, blah, blah. I think I have to set up the controls again. Frame rate! Why is the frame rate bad? It's probably because it's downloading. Might as well set the controls all up like I played on the Japanese one while I wait for this thing to download again. Oh yeah! Come on, man! Dude, what is up with this game? This thing's like trying to divide by 0 or something. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I get it. The download failed. I've played this game for like 80 hours. This game's cursed. like, what the hell is going on? Some people are saying the text is like not showing up either. Yeah, I don't care about the tutorial. Now the text is gone. Wow. I kind of don't need the text because I already cleared like most of the content in Japanese, except for the endgame stuff, but I mean, if the text is not going to work, then I'm just going to keep playing the Japanese one. So I have a pretty beefy roster on that version. Alright, I have one thing I can try that might fix the text. I tried that Castlevania mobile game, and that, like, the character models didn't show up unless you're using a certain emulator version. Like, I think you can only be on, like, OpenGL. No, that might be what's happening here. Yeah, everyone's saying there's no text right now. How do you launch a game and not have text? It's like launching the game without the assets. Actually, that happened last week with Indivisible. For the first couple minutes when that launched, it only downloaded like a 7 meg file, which I think was just the exe file, none of the actual assets that or code that comprised the game. So you had to wait like 10 minutes for them to add like the actual files for the game. That must be what's happening here. But how the hell do you not catch that? I could easily get through it without reading anything, but I don't really care to. Give it one more shot. I'll probably just play the Japanese version for a little bit so you guys can see the gameplay. Because there's actually people watching me sit through this intro over and over like it's a speedrun stream. I can at least show the game. It just doesn't seem like I could do it in English. There's actually quite a bit of reading involved when you start getting into builds and stuff like that. The actual gameplay is very easy to understand, but when you actually start trying to optimize your characters, it is nice to have, text you can read. Let me try DirectX. I mean, there's a chance that might fix it. No, I don't care about this whatever the hell League of Angels shit. Get off. I swear those games are like all the exact same thing, just like reskinned. And they put the anime girls on there to like fool dumb people into playing it. And then it's just like some boring generic like strategy game with like really low tier assets. I don't get how people keep falling for it. Alright, well, it's spending more time loading, so maybe the game actually has text now. Instead of the invisible alien language or something. Now it wants me to reload again. What? Alright, I think I'm about to just give up on this. This guy keeps saying to reinstall. That's obviously not working because I just did that. I've been involved in so many online game launches and I've never seen the text just not be there. That's usually the one thing that does work. Something telling you the server's down or it's full or something. You don't even get that in this game. There's just no text at all, just a bunch of empty boxes. Why the hell does it want me to reinstall everything? Yeah, but I already have a pretty beefy Japanese account on this, so if the text isn't working, I'm just gonna wait. Is there text after that, though? Is that what you're saying? Because if not, then I'm out. Oh, there is? Alright. I'll sit through this then. I mean, there's no text right now, so I just assume there's none. Now it's gonna do this again. Great. I don't care about the story, just the text on the menus. I don't really care about stories in general, but online games I definitely could not care less. This shit's gonna shut down before they get any kind of meaningful story. No, I've still got like barely any text.
Ready, go!
I also want to see how the monetization is going to be. I've already put like probably like $80 into this game on the Japanese one, so I want to see how the monetization is going to be different.
You win!
This is what I don't like about these games, is like they don't give you any freedom until you've sat through like a half-hour tutorial. I saw people playing that last Claudia game, and I guess to re-roll in that, you have to like you have to sit through a tutorial with like a scripted battle where you're forced to lose. And you have to sit through that. They were sitting through it like hundreds of times to get a good account. I'm like, wow, these guys would make like great speedrunners. Some of them are even like they had like 5 instances of the game up on an emulator. I tried that game. The pixel art was really good, but the gameplay felt really shitty. I only played it for like 10 minutes. You couldn't even like control your character, mostly just clicking on buttons. Boring. Another game with great pixel art, low average gameplay. It's like an Amiga game. Pixel art's great, but
You win!
I also think it's pretty whack that these games don't let you change the options until you get to the tutorial. I remember I tried Honkai Impact 3rd, and that game was running at like... It felt like it was running at like 20 FPS, and the tutorial was like 10 minutes long. And then I finally get past all that shit, I get into the options, and I change the settings and the game ran fine, 60. Like, I get they don't want to make it too easy for people to re-roll and get, like, the best stuff, but there's, like, no excuse for not being able to instantly change the options. You can give someone such a bad first impression.
You win!
One thing I noticed so far is that it automatically put the controls in Type B, which is better because Type B gives you a button for every single option or action you can do in the game. Whereas the other one assumes you're going to be playing with a touchpad, and it's really clunky. Oh, they're giving these people away for free? These are like some of the meta characters from before I started playing. Clear 94 Chapter 8. Oh, that's piss easy to do. The text is backwards. Wow. Get 10 battle card tickets if you're an Amazon Prime member. That's basically nothing. You're probably not going to get anything good off that, but it's nice, I guess. The biggest problem with this game is the pity system. The pity system is really bad. It takes, at least on the Japanese one, it takes 27,000 rubies to get one of the characters guaranteed. So that's 27 times you have to do the 10 attempt. I'm not good with mobile game terms, but there's like the 10 pack. You have to do that one 27 times to get it guaranteed. The rates are pretty low. That's kind of why I wanted to try this and see if they like actually made it any better. I missed out on KOF 13 Kyo because I had no real life money. I was really close to getting him. What the hell is up with this game, man? It's like cursed. Also, a lot of the 5-star characters, they get put in the select ticket pool later on. So unless it's like a character you really, really like, it's not worth spending too many resources on regular 5 stars. But they have the ones that are the fest ones. Those are like the whale characters, basically. So people tend to save up for those, or the collaborations, which are I know they had like Gintama, they had Samurai Showdown. Uh, I'm not sure what else actually. I know Tekken is supposed to be coming soon, so people tend to save up for those. Can I check out the cash shop, please? Jeez. What did like every single person who played KOF on Neo Geo just like spontaneously decide to play this or something? I didn't really think this would be the kind of game that would have issues this bad. I thought it would mostly just be not being able to log in. Someone said spent so much money on getting Justin Wong to play that he can't afford the servers. Yeah, that sounds about right. Justin Wong went from the Nexon version of DFO to this. It's probably something he never want to talk about. Having to back that game, having it be such a shitty version. I just want to check out the cash shop. That's all I want to do. I want to see how the monetization is. Yeah, they got a bunch of big streamers to promote this. Alright, what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to give up on this, and I'm just going to play the Japanese one. And you guys can get a little taste of the gameplay. There's actually people watching my stream today for whatever reason. So let me switch emulators here. So I'm not accomplishing anything, just resetting the intro over and over. So you guys can at least see the game. I can't play it on this emulator because the Google Play services doesn't work for whatever reason. So I have to use Nox to play the global one. Which character should you pick for the ticket? Well, I can't really tell you that until the game actually works. But there's a site you can go on, Altema. They actually like rank all the characters, and you can see which ones are good. And I'll be making a guide for new players. I haven't really touched the endgame that much. I haven't touched the epic quest stuff much, but I know pretty much all the other mechanics, but it's kind of hard for me to do that when the text doesn't freaking work, so I'll probably do that tomorrow, assuming they fix it. But I can show you guys the pity system here. Like, here's Gonitz. So it's 100 gems to try once. And 300 is when you get the pity ticket. So you have to roll, like, you have to do, like, I think it's 27,000 rubies to get him guaranteed. But they have a lot of the characters here. These are the same 5-star tier. And I don't think I've been playing long enough to have it happen, but they actually update the pool from time to time. Like, Vanessa and Ramon have been in the game for like 2 months, so I assume probably in the future they'll have them in here, and you can just get them that way. And then they have, like, these ones. These are, like, seasonal ones. Like, I got Hadern and Zhang Fei earlier this week, or last week. So some people actually do try to get these because they don't come back that often. But a lot of the other ones is kind of just like, do you really want the character or not? The dupes become souls, and you can use the souls. You can sell all the extra souls to get the currency, and the currency allows you to get souls for the other characters you want. I can actually show you right now. Hold on. Let me open these first. Like, these are the souls here. These are ones for each particular character type, but there's ones you can also get for that specific exclusive character, and you can buy them through there. So that's what purpose the dupes serve. So let me see if I have somebody I can try that out on right now. As you can see, I've got a decent roster, not a crazy one, but I have a couple really strong characters. Vanessa's my strongest one, and Kyo and Mei Li are probably like top 2, top 3. Let's say I want to level up Andy. Like, Andy needs 30 souls to level up, so I'm going to go to the soul shop. And you just have to scroll down and find him. I already have a bunch of souls saved up already. Just let me see which Andy that was, actually. Oh, thank you. Actually, what moves does this Andy have? Let me see what he's ranked. Kuhadan. Okay, so I'm just going to use the other Andy I have to show how this works. You have to make sure you pick the right one because there's like multiple versions of every character and they have different movesets and leader abilities. So when you put them as first, they have like special things that they pass on to the other characters in your team. So right now I'm going to buy 60 souls for 96 Andy. I go back to the character menu, pick him out here. Now you see I have 60 souls here, so I can level him up twice. So character 5 stars will start off at level 50, and once you rank them up to 6 stars, they go up to the level cap is 60, and then from there you need to use the souls to break their level cap farther, up to the cap of 90. So if you are a whale and you spend a lot of money on this game, then you can level up the characters that are not the all-stars or the fast ones pretty easily, because there's a cap of 18,000 or 60 souls you can buy a day. But if you're using the loot boxes a lot, then you'll get a lot of chances. Like guys, once you get to the point where I'm at, where I don't have like every character, but I have a decent selection of them, you're going to get a lot of dupes, and most people don't bother with the 3 and 4 star characters because most of them are trash. So generally you sell pretty much all of these souls and then pump them into your 5-star characters. So I guess I'll do a little gameplay now. Actually, I'll try to get Halloween Mary really quick. And like I said, I will do a guide for this, but they need to fix their game first before I can do that. Alright, so there's a trash drop, so this will turn into souls. So I get 40 souls that I can sell and exchange to that shop, which I was just at like a minute ago. Is the text actually working for you? I mean, that's cool if it is. I'm not really upset about it. I can already play this game just fine on here, but it is kind of frustrating how their game is that broken. Generally every character has a 5-star version, so people tend to just play as those instead.
Ready, go!
Oops, I'm in the wrong tab. Yeah, and you want to get good cards for them. When you have like their full skill tree maxed out, and you have a good card build on them, they do like way more damage. And just leveling them up isn't enough. You have to really make a good build all around. And I don't particularly understand this whole epic quest thing. There's a little bit more reading involved here, so that's kind of why I wanted to try the other version. Alright, if you guys have any other questions on this one, I can go ahead and answer them now, and I'm going to try the global one again. Or if you just want to see a specific character, I don't have any of the whale tier characters, but I have some decent ones. Vanessa's ranked pretty high. This character just came out, and she's supposed to be pretty high ranked. And Wonderland Iori was like last month. But yeah, I don't have any of the like super whale stuff. Mostly just characters that somebody who spends like a little bit of money on it, but not like thousands, can get. Oh, apparently it's working now, so after this I'll switch back over. I'll try to get that guide out, probably in the morning. I don't know if I feel like doing it right now. I think what makes this better than most mobile games is the combat is actually quite competent and responsive. I feel like it'd use more mechanics like parrying, and like maybe like a bootleg Witch Time or something, but most mobile games have complete shit gameplay, so it's what sets this game apart, in my opinion. I loathe mobile games, and I still play this because it plays pretty similarly to a decent beat-em-up. Not like the most deep one out there, but good enough. It's fixed now? Hey, Toshin, aren't you FGC? I recognize that name. Alright, let me switch back to the other one. I have to switch emulators. Yeah, I recognize you from like SRK, I think. Yeah, I'm a old boy FGC myself. I just don't have the tournament wins to show it, but I've been around a long ass time. That's why the concept of this game is pretty cool. I've always thought KOF should have had a beat 'em up at some point. I wish it wasn't a mobile game, but it's a pretty competent game overall. When I was first playing I was clearing stuff with massively under-leveled characters because I was actually dodging the attacks. Obviously, it's not optimal to do that, but it's very much possible. At least until you start getting into the endgame stuff. That's what's pretty cool about it. It's pretty skill-based. Alright, looks like this is actually an actual video game now. Alright, so let's check the monetization. Game crash again? Yeah, I'm not really an expert on this game. I mean, I've finished pretty much all the content on expert modes, except for like the very end. But I'm not like a master. But I know enough that I can help people. I'm just looking at the pool right now, like what they have. Fighter Summon, what is this? So they don't have any of the really interesting characters so far. It seems like pretty much just the generic ones. I'm curious to see exactly what the exchange rate is on here. This is pretty similar to the Japanese version. So these are generally really good to buy. Buying these saves you a ton of money. You can attempt pretty much anything, at least once, so it's generally useful to do that. This one, not so much. The skip tickets are actually pretty valuable later on. I'm not sure how much they matter at the beginning of the game, but they generally save you a lot of time later on. Alright, so the exchange rate looks pretty similar. I think some of the items are a little bit cheaper. Clear Story 94, Chapter 8. The rainbow shards can level up anybody. So you generally only want to use those for really strong characters. Everyone's favorite. Nobody wants him. Let's see. Got his ass again. This is the part of the game where it's actually exciting to pull these stupid loot boxes because you won't get any dupes. But later on, you're gonna get tired of seeing him, especially him and like Chang. You're gonna get like 50,000 times. Okay, so far this is different from the Japanese one, because on the Japanese one you had to pity. Oh wait, never mind. The pity's right here. Okay, so this is exactly the same as the other one. That's pretty disappointing. Yeah, they don't really have anything good in here so far, so I don't think it's worth it to spend much money on this right now. How money heavy? If you want the whale characters, then you have to spend a fuck ton of money. But this game is very much like any other online game. It ends when you want it to end. So, you know, if you want to clear like the hardest content in the game and be like #1, then yeah, you're gonna be wailing like crazy. But I didn't spend much money on the Japanese one. I never really felt forced to, because I played enough online games to know that that's just how much time and money needs to be put into that kind of stuff to be at the top. I don't really care about that. It's taking a long time to load, longer than the Japanese one. The server must be like bogged down.
Ready? Go!
Oh, Sandangiri.
Thank you. You win.
They do offer events that they almost always give you a couple chances at the loot boxes for free. So that actually does go pretty far. They do give you a decent amount of chances. It's just the the rates are pretty shitty, so it doesn't particularly matter as much as it should. But it's not like you're forced to spend money to attempt to get them. It's just you're far more likely to get them, or even guaranteed, depending on how much money you spend. And there are some nice things in the shop that actually make it a little bit more feasible to do stuff like that, instead of just buying the gems like by themselves.
Ready, go! Yeah. Good.
I don't know much about re-rolling. I'm not really a mobile gamer at all. I'm just playing this because it's a beat 'em up. I'm sure someone who's been playing the game longer than I have would probably be a better answer to that. You don't seem to have any of the really good characters in the pool anyway, so you can just use the Ultima site and look at the rankings there.
Thank you. I love you. You win.
I will say K-Dash feels like he has arthritis in this game, though. His S-string is, like, really, really slow for whatever reason. He's actually one of the better ranked characters, but he feels very awkward to play. It takes him like an hour to finish his S-string. Feels really clunky. No, I just picked whoever, personally. I can't really tell you. I've only been playing this game for, like, since, like, the midsummer, since, like, July or August, so I'm not, like, a super expert. You saw my Japanese account. I don't really have anything too crazy on there. I have, like, a handful of decent characters, but I'm not, like, hardcore at it. I'll try to get out a guide in the morning. I have to get a little farther first before I can do that.
Thank you. You win.いい感じだぜ。
Okay, so the way this event works is you put 3 things in here through the slot machine, and when you get 3 matching, it will give you double. So generally, I'm not sure what these items are. Oh, these are the ones to rank up people. Those aren't too hard to get. Square course is probably pretty good, and then skip tickets is always great to have. So if you get trash like AP, you generally want to clear them out of here and try to get something better. They're not giving away the rubies right now, so I guess the best thing would probably be skip tickets to souls, and then probably the cores. Man, this game's like really laggy. Might be faster to just play this later on. Really slow. There you go, there's a bingo. So I got 12 instead of 6. You generally want people of the same color. It's pretty hard to run rainbow teams, apparently. I used to run rainbow teams when I started. Like, at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter, but later on, it will matter.
Ready, go!
I think you do like 1.5 times damage if you're if the enemy is weak against your color or something like that. Like right now, everything's just going to be trivial, but later on, you definitely will have to try to get at least a couple teams of all the same color, so that you always have a team of characters that the enemies are weak against. But at the beginning of the game, I mean, you pretty much can just roll your face across the buttons and win. Later on, it definitely does matter. I found that out the hard way. Load times are killing my buzz hardcore. It's taking way longer than the Japanese one. It's not like it's my computer or anything, it's just the game.
Ready, go! You win!
Also, I don't mind starting again because I didn't put a ton of money into it, and also I don't really have like crazy accounts. My account's probably pretty decent for I've only been playing since the summer, but not to the point where I'd like never play another version again. Kind of like PSO2. I put like 800 hours into that game. No, I don't particularly care that they're making another one. They're making a US version. But with this, I haven't been playing it anywhere near long enough, and I haven't invested enough money for it to be an issue to start over. Just being able to read everything is pretty nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get through like this whole tutorial part of the game before I can even do a guide anyway. Because they lock off, they really drip feed a lot of the stuff. Or the game could just crash too, that works. Brilliant. I might just wait until the morning. Initial hype will die down. The load times and the crashes are really starting to piss me off. I stream whenever I feel like it, or there's like a new game coming out. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing this, and then the Battle for the Grid patch is coming out, hopefully. Where do I get this Amazon Prime shit? Because I definitely have that. I don't know where to get that. Also, the PvP in this game is complete garbage. It'll probably be like playable now because they don't have all the busted characters, but man, it's really dumb. Like, people can like one-shot you from the side of the screen, or they like they'll freeze you when you hit them. Stupid shit like that. And then they have like Lolly Chang, who has like very high weight class, and you can barely combo. I think the PvP is dumb. The fact that people even bother to take it seriously is like mind-boggling to me. So don't bother with that shit. But the PvE is fun. Yeah, you mostly just get a bunch of whales doing that garbage. And like, if I wanted to do that, I would just play like actual King of Fighters. I don't know if there's co-op. So it's going to keep trying to get you to spend money on the cash shop. This one is actually really nice to have. For only $10, you get 100 skip tickets. And skip tickets are what you're going to be using mostly on the currency missions. Like for the cores, the gold, things like that. It's generally a lot better to just skip those if you can. Save yourself time. Like, this is actually an excellent deal, because you get 3,200 rubies over 28 days, you get 100 a day, and then you get 400 when you start. In fact, I think I'm going to buy that right now, because I have some money, so I need to not show my personal information. I don't think the emulator shows anything personal, but just to be safe. Oh yeah, it's actually asking me to type in my password, so I'm glad I didn't have that on. Alright. Personal information's gone. Where's the Amazon Prime thing, Anthony? I don't see where it is. Oh, now it's gonna do this shit again. Great. I'm starting to lose patience with this. I'm sure it'll be better in the morning. I don't have my kitty sitting job in the morning, so I could probably try this as soon as I wake up. Okay, so I bought that $10 thing, so I got the 400 rubies to start, and then 100 for the daily one. The million gold is pretty nice at the beginning, and then the skip ticket's probably the most important thing. Save time. What types of missions should you use the skip tickets on? Actually, I can't show you because everything is locked because this is a fresh account. Okay, where do I go for the Prime thing? Oh, I see it. Okay. Oops. Personal information. Sorry. Okay, where the hell's my ticket? Alright. No, you get 10 battle card tickets. The game just crash. It's like trying to crash. Alright, let me check Altema and see what they have in here. Who's the highest ranked? Look at the ranking. I remember Blue Kim being one that people said was really good. I'm looking at the list right now. No, I don't particularly like his moveset much. No, yeah, I don't think I ever actually had Shermie on the Japanese one. I'm gonna check the moveset first. If I don't like the moveset, I don't care. Why the hell can I not skill preview? That's weird. Yeah, I'm checking here. Did they not have the feature where you can check the movesets? That's kind of weird if they don't. That's actually really useful. It might be in here. Or I guess I can't go in there because it crashes the game. That's great. I think I'm losing patience with this, folks. I think I'm gonna try this again in the morning. I'm tired of the long load screens and crashes. I like playing this game. Obviously, I've been playing it since the summer, but this is starting to really get on my nerves. I kind of wanted to get to the point tonight where I could actually make the guides for everybody, but the game's actively trying to make it so I can't do that. Did, like, every Neo Geo cabinet get, like, logged onto this game or something? Alright, let me try this again. I'll probably be on in the morning. But also, the Battle for the Grid patch drops, supposedly in the morning as well, so... I'm more interested in that, because that game is not going to crash. This game seems so unstable right now. It's kind of shocking. Not entirely shocking, but still weird. Andy98, I think I might just get him instead, because I haven't actually used him before. Keep things a little bit more interesting, instead of just the same stuff I did in Japanese like 2 months ago. Yeah, why not? I don't really care. Wow. Yeah, I think, I'm gonna try to get him... I'm gonna try to open that ticket one more time, and if it does, I'm done with this for tonight. Ugh. Now, if they're doing a launch stream tomorrow, hopefully the servers actually aren't going to be this bad. Because this is starting to really get annoying. Okay. I thought it just, like, ate my ticket. Hello? Jeez.
Ready, go! Here comes a new challenger.
止まるつもりはない。覚悟しや。本気でいくね。
Go!
や。
クーハダン。
よっはずや。アホか。長距離や。なんでやねん。
You
So
win.
generally when you fight APCs, you want to always go behind them. And you want to try to launch them as soon as possible, because a lot of the moves that don't launch them right away, they'll tech out of it and hit you and punish you in the back. So generally you wait for them to attack and then dodge behind them. That pretty much works for anybody, really. Or you can tag to get the ground bounce. That also works too. No, I just want to skip all the beginning stuff because I've already played this game.
Thank you. You win.
The hell, why is it making me read this shit? Alright, there it goes. So laggy it didn't skip properly. Alright, I think I'm gonna give up on this for tonight. This is starting to really get on my nerves. Yeah, that's it for KOF tonight. I would have liked to get that guide out tonight, but there's such a high chance I'll be explaining something and the game will just decide to crash. So I'll be back on that in the morning, I guess. Hopefully they stabilize it. I mean, they're doing a launch stream in the morning, so I hope that they don't have all those big name channels, content creators there, and the game's like not even working. Yeah, doesn't seem too different from the Japanese one. The monetization looks largely the same. Unfortunately, I was hoping that they would kind of relax the pity system because you don't have to spend so much damn money. But so far, it looks like they're not doing that. Oh wow, my restream isn't working again. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to the people on YouTube who I wasn't paying attention to. My restream client is really starting to piss me off. It keeps not working, and I've had so much stuff on my second monitor trying to get all this done. Oh, I apologize. Alright, I'm gonna play a little Final Fight LNS to close out the night, and then I'm done.
Don't expect mercy from me.
There's no way you could ever knock me out! That's it?
Yeah, this moveset's kind of lame. He has two sets of Rekkas, and it seems like they do the same thing. Alright, I'm gonna call it there. I should be on in the morning. Actually, was the game even on right now while I was playing? Hold on. Oh, yeah, it was. Alright. I was worried it wasn't. I gotta wait for this to load before I can shut down. Alright, I'm gonna send you guys somewhere else. Let's see who else is streaming. Actually, all my Twitch viewers left, so I will be back on probably whenever I wake up. I'll attempt to play more KOF if the servers are not still awful. And I'll try to get that guide out tomorrow as well. See you guys later. And I'm sorry I wasn't paying attention on YouTube. My chat clients all messed up. I don't know why. Hopefully I can get that fixed later on. Probably tomorrow. See ya.